Hey, everybody, come on in. Come on in. We got some fun stuff to talk about. And I need your help too. So get on in here. I don't know where everybody is. I don't have the chat up, but hey, we've had rain all day. Just just a cold, kind of nasty little rain. It's 66 degrees outside, but that doesn't make things warm when you got a breeze blowing. And Robert looked at me and he said, I was going to go out in the treehouse and take a nap, but I just think I'm going to stay in the house. And he can do that because I don't run awful stuff all during the day. I used to play country music all day long and it drove him nuts. But I don't do that anymore. If I play music, it's gospel music and I got an earbud in. Or I got my headphones on. So here we are, another day in the neighborhood, and I'm looking out the window at a pretty purple clematis climbing up a tree. And all I did was think about letting it go up a tree. I didn't go out there and train it up a tree. It just did it. So that's another unspoken prayer that was answered. I love it when that happens. You just think about something. Just think about it. Anyway, folks, today is Tuesday. It's Plan and Play Day. I know y'all been really busy because I've been really busy. It's just starting the week out. I listened to Robin Bullock on the 11th hour. I love that show. And Meet Me in the Temple on the 11th hour. That's what Robin heard one morning. Meet me in the temple at the 11th hour. And she just sent everybody a text. Meet me in the temple at the 11th hour. They didn't know what she was talking about, but they did it because Mama said so. And if you don't know, Pastor Robin and Prophet Robin have the same first name, and they've been called Robin their whole lives. So they neither one wanted to change to another name. And today is their 45th wedding anniversary. And it was just a lovely gift, just a lovely 11th hour today. And I always look forward to Tuesdays and the music and the it was a call to uh warring in the spirit, and it was just beautiful. And he 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 blew the shofar a couple of times, and it was just, do you know the call not to arms, but to being ready to war for God. Anyway, get in here. We're getting a few people in here. Tomorrow's Anti-Procrastination Day. And procrastination has been our way of life. Since we were old enough to be told something to do, we'd put it off until the very last minute. And you know the drill. Because you've done the drill many times. We procrastinate and we carry on. The dog's barking. I don't know where the cat is. But we don't have to do that anymore. We don't have to do that anymore. Tomorrow we have a new habit, and this is getting up and moving. And I want you to utilize your timer to help you get up every day. Not just get up and go to your chair and sit all day. Somebody mentioned, did your mother or grandmother watch soap operas? Well, my granny worked really hard all her whole life. She had to drive into town about 10 miles, maybe more. I'll have to check it sometime and see how long a drive she had. But she had to go to the north side of Mayfield to this little little factory that she worked at where she was a seamstress. And she was a good seamstress. She taught me how to sew. But she worked every day for as long as I can remember. But when she moved to town, I think they closed down her little factory. And when she moved to town, she moved to Mayfield. She sold her farm and she moved to Mayfield. And she had to watch her soap opera. And it was Days of Our Lives. She would not miss Days of Our Lives. She didn't watch any other ones, but she watched Days of Our Lives. And I have watched soap operas, but I don't even know if Days of Our Lives is still on. Don't have a clue. But she was one of these people that wouldn't take a break. She would get up and get going on Sunday. She would get up and get dressed for church before everybody else was up. She'd get dressed for church. She put a little rouge on her cheeks and she'd have her church clothes on, and then she would throw a duster, just a cotton, lightweight cotton house coat. She called it a duster, and it just kept her clothes clean. And when she got ready to go out the side door to church to get in the car, she'd take her duster off and she'd hang it up in the closet where she kept it. She only wore it on Sundays because she didn't want to mess up her church clothes. And somebody on X the other day showed, do you know what this is? And I said, yeah, my granny wore one every day. Somebody on X wanted to know about soap operas. It brings back memories of my family, of my granny. My granny was a powerful praying woman. Now, she was a worrywart, but she still prayed. And when I'm praying for my grandchildren, I think of her praying for us. She never told us that she prayed for us. But it wasn't until we were grown that she told us that she prayed for us. She worked so hard all her life, only to have all of her money, what little money she had, went to nursing homes. She taught me just about everything I know. She taught me my fried chicken recipes, how she made fried chicken. She called it smother fried chicken. And she would brown it in an iron skillet. And then she'd put it in a pie plate with aluminum foil over it and put it in the oven to finish cooking. And then just before she would serve it, she'd take the lid off of it so that it would kind of get a little bit crispy. I don't know what's going on with the internet today, y'all. Our messages aren't getting out. It's just we're not getting replies in. I don't know what's going on, but we have to rebuke and pray, y'all. We have to rebuke whatever's going on and pray, because there must be some attack going on out in the world that doesn't have anything to do with us. It just has to do with the powers that be, whether it's China or Russia or us. I don't know. But the best way to help us is to share our videos. We only have, 68 people in here. We usually have 100 in here or more on at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. A lot of people got hit by tornadoes over the weekend. Um, the Eddy family farm did not get hit, but Brandon went to check on his brother, and at the time a tornado was coming, and they got locked in the cellar until they could get some help to come and get a tree or something fell on them. And if you don't know, Brandon Eddy is a deputy sheriff, and he was out helping people all over the place. Just he stayed up all night long, and that's hard on people. That's hard on folks. But keep the community of Sulphur in your prayers. It hit there. It hit Nebraska, Elkhorn, Nebraska. So the storms were bad. They were bad. A little baby was killed. So, folks, be aware of what's going on around you. I know this video is all over the place, but sometimes you just have to go with the flow. You ever do that? Just have to go with the flow? Go with the flow. Our new habit for tomorrow is getting up and moving. Now, it can be dancing. It can be walking. It can be gardening. Just get up and move. Get up and boogie. Play Weekly Home Blessing on Monday. And get your house looking good. Wednesday is always Anti-Procrastination Day. You know, what have you been putting off? Put it on a list. Put it on a post-it note on your phone or wherever you look at the internet. And let's get started doing what you've been putting off all week that you didn't want to do. We can take care of things on Wednesday. We can take care of things just about any day of the week if we want to. It's all about wanting to.
The U.S. dollar is happening much faster than anyone thought possible. Now more than
I
ever,
can't shut him up. I was going to Slack to see a testimony Patty had sent me. Where is it? There it is. It's from Andrea. I kept the April challenge of making my bed and keeping it cleared off. Only takes seconds to make the bed, and if you clear your area every day as you get up, that is quick and easy too. It's a matter of focus. Yeah, when your feet hit the floor, make the bed up. I'm slowly working on decluttering one item at a time when I notice that I likely don't use it or don't need it. The weekly missions are getting easier and easier. I still have way too much stuff. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not embarrassed if anyone comes to the door. It's clean and tidy in my living spaces, and I'm slowly tackling the storage spaces. And I really need to tackle my shopping habit. I ordered some new tops for an upcoming cruise, and I'm going to declutter twice as many, I promise. But I need to be better about not buying things I don't need. I seem to do it when I'm bored, and so it goes. It's always a process. It's never done. My 5th grade teacher was fond of saying, your habits can be your master or your servant. Thank you for helping me learn to make them my servant. Andrea. My granny always said, pretty is as pretty does. If someone shows you who they are, she didn't say this part, believe them. That baby girl is doing it. She is allowing her routines to set the pace in her home. She is allowing her routines to give her peace. She is not a slave to the routines, they are serving her. And when you get up, you have to make the bed. This morning, the dog was in the bed, and Robert couldn't make up his side of the bed. So when I got up, I made up my side of the bed, and then I made up his side of the bed because the dog decided to leave. That's what dogs do. So, folks, get some things done. Realize that you're in charge. Nobody's in your house making you do this, that, and the other thing. No, they're not. You're the head of you are the director of your own little play. So please stay focused on what your morning. I lay in bed this morning and I was praying for my grandchildren, thinking about my granny praying for me. And I knew Ethan was supposed to start to go up the mountain. So I was praying for the man he was with who's been up the mountain many times, Mount Rainier. And I get on the phone with Justin at 10:30 or so, and he says, well, Mom, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to make the summit. They knew it might be a problem, but it's too much snow, too much avalanche stuff going on. And he said, they're just going to try to hike up to a level and then come back down. And I said, I've been praying for them to have wisdom. You know, that's one of the best things you can pray for is for God to give you wisdom. Solomon got wisdom. He asked for wisdom. And he also got wealth and fame or whatever. Other prophets in the Bible asked for wisdom, a double portion of wisdom. So asking for wisdom helps you to make good decisions. It really does. Life is good. We can't be afraid. We have to be prepared. It's better to be prepared and not need something than to be unprepared and need it. It's just that simple. It's that simple. So take some time today to finish up your menu plans, to think about what you're going to do tomorrow for Anti-Procrastination Day. Are you going to put some plants in the ground? We can't really plant anything yet. May the 12th is Mother's Day. That's our rule here in the mountains because we can get some cold weather. And I'm looking forward to spring. I'm looking out my bedroom window every night, and I have a big flame azalea right outside the bedroom window, and it's getting ready to pop. I have a trillium in my front bed that's getting ready to pop. People are picking strawberries. Patera, I don't know if she picked them or bought them at the farmer's market, but she bought strawberries and she's making strawberry jam. Yum. How beautiful is that? Homemade strawberry jam. She uses strawberries and sugar and just a little touch of butter, she said, to keep it from foaming up. Never put butter in jam, but you're putting butter on biscuits and putting jam on, so I don't guess it matters. But she said just a little bit. So y'all, Are strawberries blooming in your part of the world? I planted strawberries last year, and they got some little blooms on them. They're not ready. They're nowhere near ready to pick. But I got strawberries. We might only get enough for a small strawberry shortcake each. But guess what? I grew them. I grew them. Catherine from G&G Farms, she was going not to pick strawberries. She was going to buy them already picked at a local person, local farm. So I'm sure we've got Queen's berries not far from us. Lots of berries. Patera this year, she's going to have elderberries like crazy. Elderberries are amazing for fighting viruses. She's not planting corn this year. She's rotating her gardens around. You got a bird having a fit outside. Anyway, folks, y'all be good, kind, and sweet. Say a prayer for funny rabbits 17 for God to heal her in the name of Jesus. Y'all be good to yourself by knowing what's for dinner and getting things off of that procrastination plate you've been stashing on there. Be kind to others by helping somebody through a tough time. Maybe they just need a meal. Maybe they just need somebody to come and watch the babies while she goes to the grocery store or to a doctor's appointment. Y'all say a prayer for the police officers and rangers, not rangers. I can't think of what they are. They're not FBI. They're something else. Anyway, there were 3 of them shot yesterday in Charlotte, and 1 police officer. So sad. So sad. I love you all. Let this goodness that's in here show the world who you are, a child of the Most High, the only living God in the universe. So just wonderful. We serve a living God, the God that made us, the God that's older than dirt, somebody said today, because he made the dirt. God gets all the glory. I will talk to you tomorrow morning. Get your questions in to flylady@flylady.net, and Patty will pull them all together and she'll send them to me tomorrow. See you later. Bye.